Look up. On a clear night, you might spot a satellite gliding silently overhead, a symbol of human achievement. But in 2027, that peaceful view hides a crisis. Low Earth orbit is now a chaotic junkyard. Thousands of defunct satellites, rocket stages, and fragments race around our planet at breakneck speeds. Each piece, no matter how small, is a potential bullet, threatening the satellites we depend on for weather, navigation, and communication. The problem has been building for decades, ignored in the rush to launch more and more. Now the risk of collision is ever present, and the infrastructure that powers our modern world is flying through a minefield. The frontier is closing. We risk trapping ourselves on Earth, walled in by our own debris. Next time you see a satellite, remember, it's not alone. Thousands of objects, some no bigger than a screw, are hurtling alongside it. This isn't just a space story. It's about the fragile web of technology that connects us all. The crisis is not distant, it's right above us, threatening to ripple down into every aspect of our lives. We can't ignore the mess we've made any longer. The time to pay attention is now. Let's talk numbers. In 2027, over 40,000 objects larger than a softball are tracked in orbit. Each one is a potential satellite killer, moving at 17,500 miles per hour. Even a fleck of paint can strike with the force of a bowling ball dropped from a skyscraper. But that's just what we can see. Scientists estimate millions of smaller, untracked fragments are out there, each capable of catastrophic damage. We're flying blind through a blizzard of hypervelocity bullets. Debris comes from dead satellites, spent rocket stages, dropped tools, and most dangerously, explosions and collisions. When two objects collide, they shatter into thousands of new fragments, making the problem exponentially worse. The result? A probabilistic nightmare for every active satellite. It's not if a close call will happen, but when. The most valuable orbits are now demolition derbies, not open highways. Our vital space assets are under constant threat from the ghosts of our own technological past. The statistics paint a grim picture. Space is becoming hostile to its own explorers. For satellite operators, every day is a high-stakes game of cosmic dodgeball. Thousands of collision alerts pour in daily, each one a potential disaster. When the risk is too high, operators must fire thrusters to dodge debris, burning precious fuel and shortening satellite lifespans. In just 6 months of 2025, SpaceX performed over 144,000 avoidance maneuvers for Starlink alone. Each maneuver disrupts the satellite's mission, interrupting communications, missing critical imagery, or risking national security. Teams of engineers work around the clock, making split-second decisions to keep satellites alive. The relentless need to dodge debris is unsustainable. As more satellites launch, the number of alerts skyrockets, overwhelming our ability to respond. The time to react is shrinking, and the margin for error is razor-thin. The daily grind is a warning. Our orbital environment is saturated. We're pushing operational limits, and the system is straining. Constant dodging is just a symptom of a much deeper crisis. The clock is ticking on our ability to manage it. In 1978, NASA scientist Donald Kessler warned of a chain reaction. One collision in orbit could trigger countless more, creating a self-sustaining cascade of debris. This Kessler syndrome could render entire orbital regions unusable for centuries. We've already seen warning signs. The 2009 collision between Cosmos 2251 and Iridium-33 created over 2,000 pieces of debris. China's 2007 anti-satellite test added 3,000 more. Each event pushes us closer to the tipping point. Imagine a single impact wiping out GPS, communications, and weather satellites in a matter of hours. The world's economy and security would grind to a halt. Once the cascade begins, it may be impossible to stop, making launches and cleanup missions too risky. We'd be trapped, cut off from the orbital assets that power our society. This isn't science fiction, it's a plausible outcome based on physics. We're playing cosmic roulette, and the odds are getting worse. The stakes couldn't be higher. The new space race isn't just nations, it's private companies launching massive satellite constellations. Google's Project Suncatcher plans to create an orbital AI data center, 81 satellites flying in tight formation, just 200 meters apart. It's revolutionary and risky. One impact could shatter the entire cluster, creating millions of new fragments in a critical orbit. This could accelerate the Kessler syndrome, making that orbital band unusable for everyone. Google's prototypes launch soon, raising the stakes for all. The actions of a single company could have global consequences. Mega constellations concentrate both value and risk. Advanced collision avoidance systems help, but can't defend against untracked debris. Projects like Suncatcher promise leaps in technology, but also the potential for catastrophic single-point failures. The future of space is being shaped by high-stakes gambles. As the threat grows, so does the race to track it. The old US military tracking network can't keep up with today's crowded skies. Now startups like True Anomaly and Privateer are building real-time in-orbit tracking systems using AI and new spacecraft. Their goal: predict collisions with unprecedented accuracy. China's investing heavily too, launching its own Star-Eye constellation of 156 sensors to independently track debris and satellites. More eyes on the sky mean better warnings, but also new military and strategic tensions. Sharing data is crucial for safety, but nations are wary. The race to map space is also a race for advantage on Earth. Transparency and competition are now tightly linked. The quest to see the danger is reshaping global power in orbit. The space junk crisis isn't just about machines, it's about people. Astronauts aboard the ISS and China's Tiangong station face real danger from debris. In 2025, a Chinese return capsule was struck by untracked junk, delaying the crew's return to Earth. Every close call forces astronauts to shelter in their capsules, ready to evacuate at a moment's notice. These incidents are becoming more frequent, adding stress and risk to every mission. The ultimate stakes: human life in one of the most hostile environments imaginable. As we plan for Moon and Mars missions, safe passage through low Earth orbit is no longer guaranteed. The debris field we've created is a barrier to our future in space. Solving the space junk crisis requires more than awareness. It demands action on multiple fronts. The first step, mitigation. The US now requires new satellites to deorbit within 5 years of mission end, but that doesn't address the tens of thousands of pieces already in orbit. Enter active debris removal space tow trucks and collectors to capture and deorbit the most dangerous junk. These technologies are promising, but expensive and complex. Who pays? Some propose an orbital use fee, a tax on satellite operators to fund cleanup. The revenue could support international debris removal missions. Smarter satellites are also key. Future constellations will need AI to dodge even untracked threats in real time. The solution is a fusion of regulation, removal, and technology, requiring global cooperation and a shift to orbital stewardship. Our future in space depends on it. The space junk crisis isn't just for astronauts and billionaires. It affects us all. Satellites are the invisible backbone of modern life. Navigation, weather, finance, disaster response, and global communication all depend on them. A major loss of satellite capability would be a global catastrophe, not a minor inconvenience. The crisis in orbit mirrors our behavior on Earth, treating shared resources as limitless dumping grounds. Space junk is a high-speed lesson in environmental responsibility. If we fail to manage this shared resource, we risk losing its benefits and closing off space for future generations. This is a question of sustainability and stewardship. We must choose continued access to space, or a future trapped by our own trash. The solution requires international cooperation, innovation, and a new mindset. The silent traffic jam above is a warning. It's time we all looked up and acted.